Next battle, John versus Rum Nitty. John, everybody saying John got this. Everybody saying John got it. I'll give John the second round.
Only?
I'll give John the second round.
That's it?
Only?
Yeah.
So you're not with the consensus of thinking that John clearly took this.
No, he didn't.
All right, I respect your opinion. I
definitely don't think John clearly took it. This is the thing about John. John, he has the veteran arsenal in his game plan. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to go out there and win. But for me, I just don't feel like John has. He's missing something for me, personally. I think he's good, but for me, he just doesn't sell it. Like, I feel like some of his stuff is forced. It's just some stuff that he says just doesn't sound right, and it bothers me.
Right. I see that at times. I mean, so how do you gave it 2-1, Rum?
Yeah, even with Nitty's slip in the first round, I still think he had better bars than John in that first. And I can't even say, you could tell Nitty slipped, but he didn't, slip up in the middle of his bar and just cut it.
Yeah, I mean, he finishes round. My thing is, I don't even do that. If you finish a round, if you stumble, you stumble. I have no problem with O'Reilly winning Champion of the Year. Not to go back on that, but if you stumble, you stumble. Now where we're at in battle rap, we can't just shut down a whole round and damn near a whole event because a guy stumbled. You know what I mean? And then with that ended in 2013. You know what I mean? Just woo! Every time a guy this is, come on, it's a little bit ridiculous. Like I said, we're not sitting on the stoop in front of 50 people or 30 people. It's in a fucking large-ass venue or in an intimate venue with some of the biggest names and people, ambassadors damn near in battle rap, media folks and everything. So, if you stumble up, if you can finish a round, then I'm not gonna. If the material was better, then the material is better. I don't give a damn about, oh, but he stumbled and on when he said I'm a foolish, I don't care. Did he get the bar up? Okay, that's it. As long as you didn't pull the jurors. If you pulled the jurors and you went short and then the next person didn't, you lost. You know what I mean? But I don't think Rum did that. I actually kind of do agree with you on I gave it to John 2-1 just because he just came in there like a veteran. You know what I mean? And we got to start looking at John like the Tim Duncan of battle rap. I mean, he just does everything that he needs to do, and it's not really super impressive to where everybody's running to watch. But as time has been getting on, you're starting to look like, and John kind of is a force in battle rap.
The Tim Duncan of battle rap. That's interesting comparison. It's because they're both light-skinned and tall.
Yeah, definitely. And, me and John, I have an issue with him. He has a beard. I don't know where he gets off growing that. I think he's mocking me. With the fact that he got mad at me over something years ago and blocked me on Twitter. He never took me off. Shouts out to John. Take me off the block, man. Shit wasn't that serious. But, I still got to give it to my guy. I still got to give it to him, man. And I'm a big Rum fan. I've been getting sold on Rum within the last about 18 months, maybe a little bit over a year. But it kind of reminds me what happened with
I've been telling people about Rum. I was telling people how dope Rum was when he battled Young B the Future back on King of the Dot. Or not, was it King of the Dot? No, they battled in New Mexico. You know what I'm saying? When he battled A.B. Hoggish in King of the Dot. And he's always been dope. And then when he battled O-Red and B-Magic.
Well, him versus B-Magic is one of the most underrated classic battles. I mean,
absolutely.
That was actually, when I came back when I came back, that was one of the first battles that I had seen from him, if not the first. You know what I mean? Because 2013, when I, left the scene for a minute, I didn't know. I was like, who is Rum Nitty? And then I got his name, and I went and I looked at his material, and I was like, I'm impressed. And the first thing I seen was that B-Magic one, or Young Cannon.
Rum Nitty versus Young Cannon?
Yeah, not my bad.
Is that what you said?
Oh, we're talking about Yeah, I misspoke. I was talking about him. I was thinking of the Traffic. What was that? Traffic 1 or Traffic 2 when he battled Chess?
Oh, that was it Traffic 1?
I think it was Traffic 1. Because it wasn't the same card where Briz versus Pass and nothing on that was, or DNA.
Nah.
Yeah, so I think it was Traffic 1. It definitely was opposite with Traffic 2. Yeah. So that was the battle where I seen it. That actually was the Chess versus him battle. When I seen it, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's actually a beast. And then when I got to him versus Rum Nitty, I was like, right now him versus D Magic, I was like, oh man, you know what I mean? Like this is like a punch fest. It's just like it's really one of the best. It's one of the most underrated bars. Shit, one of the better battles on that league, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people don't get that battle the respect it deserves.
They don't.
But let's see.
Go ahead. Maybe second round.
No, John. Let's start with John John's. Oh, well, we got to get with. Trying to think what other fucking crazy bars. Oh, Nitty had that motherfucking. You won't think you get your chin iced because you on TV, Johnny. That shit was fire. That went over the whole crowd's head. That went over the whole crowd's head. I didn't even know how it went over the crowd's head because I was like, yo, everybody loved TV Johnny. Like, you know what I mean? Like he was that guy fire. Before the last dude that's doing all the grills and stuff. He was that guy. I mean, like. It was fire, but that's why I be saying like replay shit. He had that this year I'm top tier partner because everybody bumps me up a notch. I'm like Killmonger. That was fire. Like he had so many fucking bars, bro, and it was just heavier than John John's first. And even going into the second, I felt like John got the second clearly. I know no debating.
So who has the third?
I don't know. I have to edge it to Nitty.
Tell me why.
I have to edge the third to Nitty. I just felt like John did what John does, but he didn't have the bars that made me like cringe my face. Like, ooh, that was fire. He didn't have those in that third.
He went
safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Nitty does. Nitty has those on a regular.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Every round. You know what I mean? The only thing is that we talked about that before is the fatigue factor. I think sometimes angles and everything kind of outweigh punch when it's 3 rounds of punches without an angle because it becomes a fatigue factor on not only the person that's doing it, not only the person that's standing across from, but the people that's watching it. It kind of is like, but something about Nitty.
Now, what I can say.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. What I can say.
No, I was just saying something about Nitty. He's kind of found a way to make it still fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what I can say is that performance-wise, from both of these MCs, I've seen better. Mm-hmm. So, like, I honestly expected this to be Battle of the Night, to be totally honest. But it really didn't give me Battle of the Night feel.
It went on my initial prediction 2-1. I just thought that John would do enough to win the battle. Not that he was super doper than Nitty or nothing like that. I just thought that he'd do enough to win the battle. And so, but I definitely want to go. Like I said, it's one of those battles that I want to watch like 2 or 3 times. You know what I mean? Because you got to, like, Nitty has so many punches and so many ways that he.
Exactly.
It's not on the Solomon battle, obviously, but it was just like, I mean, you remember when everybody saw the Solomon battle, it was like Battle of the Night, but, you know, Nitty 2-1, maybe 3-0. And then when it dropped, it was like, man, 2-1 either way. Only person that won was the fans. The only person that lost was who didn't watch this battle. And who knows? Yeah. Maybe we look at John versus him in the same light. But I don't know, man.
I feel it. I can't even argue that. You know, I felt like at the end of the day they both could have did better, but still a good battle. Not great like I expected. Really,
I don't think anybody's stock dropped from the battle.
No, not at all.